Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I hope that everyone is already having a good morning. I'm running a little late today. Normally I like to do my videos the night before or really early in the morning. The email should already be out. I like it to go out at about 7, and it's already 8:30. But hey, it's Wednesday. It's hump day, so it's all good. I have gotten up. I have gotten dressed. I got on my I am a coffee bean shirt. I'll tell you about that in just a little bit. I have made my green smoothie for the day. It has peaches, banana, and spinach in it, a little bit of orange juice, and mostly water. It's got some collagen in it, and of course, it has some vanilla protein powder, and it is going to be delicious. It's one of my very favorites. It's one of my early favorites from years and years ago. I call it Peachy Keen, and it is absolutely delightful. The perfect flavor for summer, fresh peaches in it, and I love green smoothies. It great source of nutrition. As you can hear, I'm taking my medicine for this sinus infection. It's drained from the nose area and now it's settled in my throat a little bit more. And I've coughed all night. I got to drink more water. I know that. I do need to drink more water. That's going to help flush all of this yuckiness out of me. And so I apologize for the froggy voice that I still have, but such is life. Guys, I've got to tell you that midway through the week, I'm still excited about reflecting on courage. Like every day when I go to write the email, I read the card all the way through, and I stop and I reflect on and think about what each of those lines mean to me. And so today's message is about that comfort zone, being in the comfort zone. And I thought to myself, well, what is the comfort zone? What does it mean to be in a comfort zone? Your comfort zone is where you feel safe and secure, where you know how things work, where you feel fully in control, where you feel super confident that everything that you want to happen can happen. You don't need to have a whole lot of faith because you've set all of that up. It's everything is right where you want it to be. You already know the routines. You already know how everything goes. And you always get this advice about stepping outside of your comfort zone. And it made me think about my practice as an educator. And we have to push students to take risks with their learning, right? Because typically, people just have this mindset, I know everything. I already know everything I need to know. And when you have that mindset, well, why put effort toward learning something new? Why put effort toward improving in an area that I don't necessarily see I need to improve in? Or, why should I strive to grow at something that I already feel like I'm good at, right? And so that's the comfort zone, the area where I'm good at everything, where I feel super confident about everything. So outside of the comfort zone is where we take risks, is where we have to have more faith and confidence in our ability to be great at something new, or maybe a different aspect of what it is we already know, but it's a little bit different. And we don't have 100% assurance that things are going to go exactly the way we want them to go. And so, in our minds, and I have this friend, Sophia, she does this, and I tell her this all the time. She tries to set things up in such a way that she can predict, success, predict that things will go the way that she wants to go. And I tell her all the time, that's a false sense of security. We really can't do that. Surely, and I do believe in the idea that those who fail to plan to fail. So there should be plans. You should look back on past successes and failures and learn from them and put things into place to increase the possibility of success. But that's just about all we do. We just increase the possibility of success. There's always this element of I'm going to have to be faithful that things are going to work out in the way that I want, but I'm also going to be realistic about if it doesn't, I'll be okay. I'll be okay. And I'm open to the possibility that what it is I think I want is not really the best thing, and that the way things are going to work out are going to be that much better than I could have ever expected. When I believe in myself, when I believe in the best that I bring to a situation, things can turn out better than we ever could have expected. And so we've got to take that leap. We've got to take that jump. We've got to move out of that comfort zone. And I'm telling you guys, this is the perfect virtue for me this week, because that's just right where I am. In this next 30 days, I've got to do so many new things. I think many new things, maybe a couple of new things, and I'm blowing it up a little bit more than it has to be. But I'm faithful, and I'm going to be courageous, and I'm going to be confident in myself because I know my track record. I know my track record. I know that I have been successful at everything that I've attempted to do. And even when I wasn't, things worked out for my good. Or they worked out for the good of the people around me. I'm always right where I'm supposed to be, doing exactly what it is I'm supposed to do. And so you've got to know that. You've got to get to that point in your life where you can reflect back on the things that you have overcome, the things that you have been successful at, and even look at the things that didn't quite work out the way that you thought that they would. But don't overlook the fact that they worked out well, that you're okay, and that, every day that you get up, you have a chance to do something the same, do something different. It's completely up to you. That's what, choosing is all about. That's what life is all about. That you have choices, you have options. Nothing is, you're not a tree, as they say. You're not rooted. You can get up and move around and do different things and try different things, but you have to have faith and confidence in yourself to know that it'll be all right regardless of the outcome. And you have to have faith and confidence in the relationships that you have to know that they'll be all right regardless of how things turn out. That's super important as well to us. So be mindful of those things. Be mindful. That's just the whole thing. Be mindful. Don't stay in your head so much that it bogs you down. But definitely be mindful of what's going on around you. So yeah, that's the message today, guys. Know what it is. Know what your comfort zone is. Know what it looks like. Know why you feel comfortable there, and then learn to take measured risks. You don't have to be risky, but you have to take measured risks because otherwise, you just stay where you are. And so today's song is "Go Get It" by Mary Mary. And the thing that made me pick that song is there's in there, it says, if you want to get what you've never got, you got to do what you've never done. Bottom line, if you want to keep doing, if things are going well and you want it to just keep going well, then keep doing what you're doing. But believe it or not, even that won't, continue to net you what you've got in the past. Sometimes you got to take it up a notch, to just get the results. I think about weight loss and fitness. Sometimes you got to kick it up a notch. Sometimes you got to go the extra 5 minutes, go the extra mile, push yourself a little harder to get the same results you used to get. Your body's stronger and leaner, and it's not going to respond the way it used to. So sometimes you have to do a little extra something to get that thing that you're trying to get. But I promise you, the rewards are going to be so great when you take those steps in those directions that you are going into. So check out that song, Go Get It. Always gets me hyped every time I hear it. I mean, I'm singing along. I want to dance. I want to pull on the side of the road and dance to the song. The quote of the day is just that. If you want to do something, you want to get something different, got to do something different. Step out of that comfort zone. I already told you that that's what the virtue of the week is today. The message in our healthy section is about changes and the things that stop us from making changes. And it's always about fear. It's always about fear. And today is the last day of June. And so we'll have our last action for happiness from June. And then we'll start July next month, which will be, next month, tomorrow. Tomorrow's July the 1st, guys. So have a wonderful Wednesday. Be kind to yourself and others. Smile a lot. Take risks. Define that comfort zone for yourself. Remember all the things that you've been successful at because you have been just wonderfully successful. You've overcome things. You have triumphed. Do not forget those things. Don't dwell in what's not going right because so many things have gone right. So remember those things that have gone right and just be awesome today. All right? Thank you for tuning in.